Welcome back. So this is the third session of today's online classes. So this week, like we told you, we have been discussing about vocabulary acquisition strategies, and in my first session I talked about understanding words, right? How words can be categorized depending on whether they are a content word or a structural or function word, and then how we can break words or word into syllables when reading, right? And we also talked about the difference between root words and base word, right? And then we talked about types of syllables, open syllables and closed syllables. And in the second session, Gaidin Thargila talked about understanding word relationship, right? So yesterday we learned about some of the vocabulary acquisition strategies, and there when I kind of introduced you to different vocabulary acquisition strategies, I talked about games, right? Word games. So with the help of games, we can expand, okay, and enrich our vocabulary or make the vocabulary firm, right? Whatever we know. So like I told you about active and passive vocabulary. The more we make use of passive vocabulary, they become a part of our active vocabulary. So this particular session, I would be focusing on some of the games, right? So vocabulary games. So let's look at the slide. So this is something you all are familiar with, right? Word chain, or we call, right? See, this is an example, right? If someone, see, in class, I know your teachers sometimes make you do that, right? Play this game. So you have to write a word on the board, or maybe you have to speak a word, and the last letter in which the word ends, the other student have to begin with that. Like I have given the example, table. Since it ends with E, the other student have to begin with a word that begins with E, right? Table, egg. So this game not only helps you develop or enrich your vocabulary, it also helps you in developing your spelling, right? Because if you are not, you can say, well versed with the spelling of words, you might find it difficult, isn't it? So table, egg. So since it ends with G, you have to begin a word with glass, right? With G. So glass, sparrow, water. So this continues, and you are making a chain, right? A word chain. Okay. Then you have another game with word, okay, it's logical link. So it's a kind of chain, but then here the difference is that you cannot you can say give word just depending on or looking at the word, the letter with which the word ends, because here it should be a logic, there should be a logical connection, there should be a logical link, okay. Like class, if you say class, though you have to begin with S, but then class you cannot say sun, right? See, sun is a word that begins with S, but then there is no logical connection, okay. So class, students, subject, teacher, recess, and then this way you have to continue. So logical link is little difficult compared to word chain, because here you have to form a logical connection, a logical link, okay, not just the end of the word, not just the, you can say, end letter of the word, but you have to form a logical connection, right? Okay, so let's look at another one. Sentence expansion game. Okay, you have sentence expansion game where you add a word in between a sentence to expand the sentence. So you can develop simple to simple and then simple to compound sentence, complex sentence. So adding of words. So for that you also need to have idea about what word will fit in, right? Adding one word in between a sentence. For example, this is a room. Okay, now if one student says this is a room, the other one should add a word in between so that the sentence is expanded. Okay, this is a big room. Then the another one will again add one more to expand the sentence. So it will keep on going like this. Or the same game can be played by adding a word after the last word, right? Adding words after the last word. Like if I say, we are in Tibettv studio. Okay, now you have to add, we are in Tibettv studio for online teaching. Okay, and the other student will add more to this so that the sentence becomes longer. And then you have word completion game. This is quite easy for younger students. Okay, adding letters to create a word. So you have to contribute letter. Okay, adding letter in order to create a word. So like if one student say T, another one if you add A, E, then other can add A, C, H, E, R, and what you get? Teacher. So it's a word, right? So with the help of letters, you can create a word. Then you can have activity with a prop. So any item you can take, right? For example, a chart roll, it's a multi-utility, okay? And using words then for a composition. Just let me show you. Okay, this is a kind of activity I learned in one of the EGR workshops. So I attended one EGR workshop organized by the Department of Education. There I learned this activity and I thought I would share this with you. It would be, you can say, helpful for you. So the same can be, see, they taught us this activity in order to write a composition. So I'm using this in order to help you think of words, right? So the teacher can bring as simple as a thing like a chart roll, right? Here I have a chart roll. You can call one student, okay? And the student can, you can say, like you can say, you can enact and then show that, okay, if the student does this with the help of the chart. So you have the rest of the student can kind of guess, oh, he might be talking about a telescope or a binocular. So you write the word, okay. Then if the, you can say student, you can just, with the help of this, you can start, okay, if you can see, you can start writing. And then the others may guess, okay, pen is used as a pen, okay. So in the same way, the same prop can be, like different students have different, you can say different ideas. Okay, they are creative in their own way. So all the students may come up with very beautiful ideas. So you keep writing the word, okay. And the same words, all the words that you get can be used together to form or write a paragraph or maybe a sentence or just for fun, just for vocabulary, okay, just for getting so many words, okay. So this can be one. You can say activity you can do, right, with your friends. Right now, since you are not in school, you can try this at your home, right, with your parents, your siblings, okay. And there's another one, memory game, okay. So this is also quite common. A teacher or your parent can bring so many objects in front of you, and at a glance you have to look at all the objects, and then your teacher or your parent may give you some time, a fixed, you can say, time. And then after that, you have to think of, this is a test of your memory and at the same time, your vocabulary also, because you need to know the name of all the objects that are shown to you, right? That can be also a fun. And then you have, okay, a speleton, if you have heard about. So I remember using this for my senior classes when I used to teach grade 11 and 12. I have even tried this in grade 9 and 10 as well. So speleton is something that you get in newspaper. So I have, these are some of my old collections, okay. So like speaking tree from newspaper, right. So they are very helpful for making children read, and then we have discussion based on this. And then we have like speleton and scramble. If you have ever like, it's a small cutting. So I'll show you on the chart here, okay, where you can try. So I love doing this, right? Speleton, you can just try making words from the letters, okay, in the puzzle. So let's try one. And, okay. Usually in newspaper, the speleton, like you get the puzzle, the letters you get may not be that easy for your level, right? Since you are in grade 5 to 8. So what you can do is, among your friends, you can try creating one. Okay, this is something I created for you. Okay, not the one taken from newspaper, but the idea is definitely taken from newspaper. So what do you see? Spell it in here. The rule is, okay, so you have to create a kind of, if you remember yesterday I talked about polygon, okay, so the structure I have drawn here is not very good, okay. See, how many sides? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what is this? If you look at the outer part, this is 6 sides, hexagon, right? So what you have to do is, in all the, you can see the smaller polygons you find, right? This is a hexagon, in between you have, okay, a polygon with 4 sides, right? So a kind of quadrilateral, I would say. So in all the, you can say polygon, you have to write one letter, and then there should be one central letter. Okay, the rule is how many words of 4 or more letters. So you have to make word having 4 or more letter. Minimum should be 4. You cannot make 3-letter word. Okay, 4 or more letter. Can you make from the letters shown in the puzzle? Okay, and another rule is each word must contain the central letter. You cannot skip the central letter. Each word that you are going to create or develop from this letter must contain the central letter. Is it visible? The central, I have C here. Okay, the central letter is C. And then there should be at least one 7-letter word. Okay, so that means we have 7 letters. So one word should be made of using all the letters here. Okay, and there's another rule. You cannot repeat or you cannot make use of, see here you have 2 E's. So we can use 2 E's in a word, but we cannot, you can say, make use of this T twice in the same word, H twice in the same word, okay, like this. And then plurals, foreign words and proper names are not allowed, okay. So let's see if you can try, okay, please do try making words, see whether you are average or outstanding, okay, or you need to work more, right. See, central letter should be C. Okay, if you can see the letters given here are H, you have, oh sorry, not this one. If you can see, we have one letter is H, then we have R as well, A, E, E, T, the central letter is C. See, this is kind of, you can similar to jumble words, right? Jumble up letter, and in order to create a word, your teachers might be giving you such activity, right, in class. So the only difference is the jumble up letter is letters are, you can say, we have put it in a hexagon. Okay. So it also kind of tests your spelling, right? Like your marathon, it's spellathon, and it also tests your vocabulary. Okay. So let's see how many words can you make. Okay. Can I invite Tin Stargela to try? One, because meanwhile I assume you all are trying. Okay? Gela can try some writing. So the rule is you have to make 4 or more letter words. So you have to use at least 4 letters from this to make a word. Each word should contain the central letter. So Gela, you can just try one and then I'll add more. Okay? If you can think of.
Yeah, I can see this word. This R-A-C-A.
Thank you so much, Gela. Okay, so let's see if you have also got this, or if you have got something else. Okay, Gela has got R-A-C-E. Okay, it's a 4-letter word, right? And I can see. C-H-E-A-T, cheat. Okay, so do you cheat others? No, right? You all are good students. Cheat, I can see cheat. Okay, so like that. So when I got cheat, now it becomes very easy for me. Oh, now I got another word. T-E-A-C-H, teach, right? See, in all the word you have the central letter, right? C, teach. Then I need to have one 7-letter word, right? So I can see teacher. K-T-E-A-C-H-E-R, teacher. Okay, I got the 7-letter word. So I want you to try with more, okay, words. So you can keep trying. Okay, see how many words you can get. So you can also try making one such, okay, on your own. Okay, keep a word in your mind. The word should be a 7-letter word. Okay, and then think of how many words you can develop. Though I still have more words, okay, with this, but I'm leaving this for you to find out. Okay, so this is one, you can say, vocabulary game you can play, okay, with your friends, okay, or teachers can try with their students, okay. The one that is in newspaper might be little high, okay, so little hard for younger kids. So you can develop with such simple words, right? Okay, so this is from newspaper. So you can try creating one yourself. And then you have scramble or jumble words, again from newspaper, where you have, okay, letters written in jumbled order. You have to, you can say, write in perfect order to get the word, okay. So you can create one yourself. And then there's a riddle, a fun riddle I just want to share with you, okay. Sometimes with funny riddles, you can think of, you can say, expanding your vocabulary. See, this is a question. So I remember this. This is, I think, something that I still remember from my childhood days or school days. Okay, what do you call a bull dozing on the ground? See if you have the answer. What do you call a bull dozing on the ground? Yes? Churubla, can you see any answer coming up? No? Okay, so you are trying, right? So what do you call a bull dozing on the ground? Okay, let me tell you if you didn't get the answer. A bulldozer, right? It's a bulldozer. See, so the way you were thinking, a bull dozing on the ground, you are thinking in that perspective, right? Another angle. And the answer here, okay, it's a fun riddle, right? Bulldozer. So you know what a bulldozer is, isn't it? So in the same way, we have some funny riddles. So I haven't, you can say, created the slide here, but I can just share with you. As a child, I remember, and now, as a mother, I used to do this with my daughter, okay? And she loves trying to answer all this. So sometimes I remember we used to say, which is the gate we cannot enter? Okay. So earlier as a child, we used to have just one answer, thinking, everyone starts thinking, which is the gate? Okay. And then these are all fun riddles. Okay, you can say nonsense riddles, I should say. Colgate, you know, right? Colgate. Now these days we have Bill Gates, isn't it? So you can think about. And then like we used to, I remember we used to talk about, what if James Bond marries Brooke Shield? Okay, a Hollywood star, right? What if James Bond marries Brooke Shield? What would Brooke Shield's name be? Brooke Bond, right? You have the famous tea, Brooke Bond. You have Taj Mahal, Brooke Bond, right? So she would be called Brooke Bond. So like that, we used to keep asking riddles like, why is the river very rich? Why is the river very rich? So you cannot think of in terms of, river, you have a lot of minerals and a lot of things there in river. The answer is quite funny, a kind of nonsense. Like we say, river is very rich because it has 2 banks. Okay, you know, a river bank, right? So river has 2 banks. That's why it is very rich. So that way you can think about some you can say nonsense riddles or fun riddles where you are in a way testing your word power or vocabulary. Okay, now since I have kind of shared with you some of the activities or games you can play with words, okay, now I want to invite Gitin Saragela. We will be demonstrating, okay, two of the vocabulary games, the word chain and logical link, or three I think, right? Word chain, logical link, and expansion of sentences, so that you get an idea. Though I have shown you in slide, I told you. And see, now this is something we will be doing on the spot. And this is what happens in an actual classroom when teachers make the students do that. So don't expect that we would be doing it in a fantastic way. Okay, so Gela, please. So what Gela and I would be doing is like
Okay.
for word chain. So let's begin with word chain, right?
Word chain.
Word chain. So what we will do is, see, imagine that we both are representing a group of students in the class. So usually how we play such games is make the children stand in circle, right? And then you pass. Okay? So here, since we are the teacher, we are the students here, so we would be kind of demonstrating that. So Gela, can you begin with any word so that I can continue, so that we will try to build our word chain.
Any word, okay. Say teacher,
Teacher, rabbit.
rabbit, T, tree,
Tree, eagle.
again A,
You have to think,
Elephant.
Gela.
Elephant, yes.
T, town.
trump,
Town,
town, N, okay, N, nose,
nose. Ear.
ear, R. Now I will try to think of verb, okay, this
Okay,
time. Okay,
yeah,
now
yeah.
just to bring some twist.
Yeah.
R, rise.
Rise, energize.
Let us talk about noun, yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
okay,
yes,
noun.
it becomes tougher.
Sure,
okay.
sure, sure.
Noun. Is it E? Is
Yeah.
it- yeah, okay. E, noun.
Tick, tick, 1, tick, tick, 2, tick, tick, 3, tick, tick, 4, tick, tick, 5, tick, tick, 6.
You said energy.
Tick, tick, energize, tick, tick, 7. This is how students perform in class, right?
Energize.
Energize.
What is the last letter?
E.
E, okay.
Tick,
I should
tick,
come up
6.
with noun, enemy.
Yes. Okay, now you were about to lose. So this is how we play game, right? Enemy. Why? Noun, right?
Yeah,
Yuck.
Yuck, okay, K. Now what should I come up with?
You can come up with an adjective.
Adjective. K. Is it K?
K.
Kind.
Kind. Okay. Kind. D. Dashing.
Dashing. G. Okay. G. Girl.
Girl. Noun. Now you are up to noun.
Okay.
We are still with adjective.
You need adjective.
Yeah.
G. Okay. Yeah. Good.
Good. D. Adjective. D. Adjective. D. Okay, can you help me? D. Adjective. Okay, deep.
Dirty.
Deep water. Deep.
Deep. Okay. B. I should come up with adjective.
Now you can come up with a noun. Fine.
B. B now. B. Problem.
Problem. Okay, so this is, now Gela, we will have a logical link, right? This one was an example of word chain, right? This is how we can play word chain. Okay, let's watch.
Okay. So next time, whenever we play that, okay, just to make the game tougher, okay. I think you should come. Okay, now give me word
Adjective.
with adjective.
Yeah,
Okay,
adverb.
that is the
Okay.
new thing. Okay.
Mhm.
Yes.
So you can try. Sometimes your teacher can tell the students, now you play word chain with only adjectives, or play
Okay.
word chain with only nouns or adverbs. Okay, so in order to kind of, you can say, raise the level. Okay, so this is something you can do depending on the class with which you are doing this activity. Okay, now logical link. Now since we are doing logical link, I don't know if we can try with adjective, noun, verb. Okay, but at least we will try. Okay, logical link. Okay, now I think at this time I'll begin. See, logical link is you have to kind of form word chain, but then there should be a logical connection. There should be a logical link. Okay, with the next word that you are going to say should be kind of connected with the first word. Okay, so let's talk about, if I say kitchen.
So kitchen. So I need to come up with all the words related to kitchen.
Yeah, but then you have to begin with N, kitchen. And
Kitchen,
then,
N.
yes,
Okay, N.
N. And then the word that you begin with N has to have some connection with
Any kind of connection.
the kitchen.
Okay. Kitchen. N. N.
Even,
Yes.
even
any
I'm
word.
thinking, even I'm
Kitchen,
thinking
N.
N.
N. N. N. What
In
word?
kitchen, what do you
gave me a
find?
very
Yeah,
difficult
what do you find? Even see, I told you, we are doing it on the spot, right? I have no idea. I haven't thought of that I'm going to say this
word.
word.
Is it okay if I say Nirma soap?
Okay,
Or should
Nirma
we-
soap.
Okay.
Or you can use napkin, right? Napkin
Napkin,
paper,
oh,
you
yeah,
can you in kitchen.
Okay.
Again napkin, again N. Oh, and is there any spice that starts with N? Okay, let's come closer. Going out of screen. N. Let's try with something else, right? It's easier one. Okay, let's talk about school.
Okay, yes. So did you?
Yeah, school.
put
Now
a-
you
okay,
have to link.
It starts with L.
Yeah,
Okay. School. Okay. Now leader.
leader. Recess. In school, you have recess
S.
time, right? Recess.
Subject.
Subject. T. Teacher.
Teacher. R. R. Read. Yeah.
Reading. Read. Okay. And okay. So this is it. Then now we will, Gela and I will try. Let's try expansion of sentence. So that you get an idea. So you got idea about word chain, right? You got idea about logical link. Now the third one we would be trying is expansion of sentence. Okay. Kela, you can start with a sentence. So that can be played in two ways. The first is adding word in between, and the second way is adding word after the sentence. Okay. So let's start with the first one, right? Kela, you can
Any
tell us,
sentence.
yeah, any sentence, a simple short sentence, so that we can expand.
I eat momo.
I eat momos. I eat hot momos.
Okay. So I have to expand again.
Yeah,
Okay.
you have to add something
So
more.
your sentence is I eat
hot momos.
Okay. I eat hot momos in the hotel.
You have to add a word in between. Momos should be the ending word.
Okay.
I eat hot momos. I said you begin with I eat momos, right? And I said I eat hot momos. Now, Gela, you have to add more
ending
word
word
in
should
between.
be momos.
Momos.
Okay.
And it should begin with I.
I and Siring eat momos.
You cannot delete the word hot momos.
Okay. I and Siring eat hot momos.
I and Tsiring eat hot and spicy momos.
Okay. I and Siring, who works in Tibettv, eat hot and spicy momo.
I and Tsiring, who work in Tibettv, eat hot and spicy veg momos.
Okay. I am Siring, who works in Tibettv, normally eat veg momos.
I and Siring, who work in Tibettv, normally prefer to eat hot and spicy momos. Okay, so this is, so is it fun or not, right? So you can try this. See, if you try with a lot of children, so it becomes so
Okay, I've got
fun.
one
more. Yeah, please, go on.
Negative. We did not come across negative sentence.
Uh,
I don't know. Let us
okay,
say,
okay, try.
I and Siring, who works in Tibettv, do not normally eat veg and spicy momos.
Momos. Yes, so that can be one way. So what did you see? See, if you play with the number of students, it's always fun. No, we have one more. Yeah, please. So it's really fun. See, right now you can see just two of us here. Okay. Now the next part is adding word at the end. So we will expand the sentence, but we will not add word in between, but at the end. Okay. So I'll begin. Okay, this time I'll begin. Okay. We are in a room.
We are in a room. Okay. So it's better I describe the room. Okay. Yes.
But then you have to add after room.
Okay, room. Okay. So we are in a room which is full of lights.
Okay, we are in a room which is full of lights and cameras.
We are in a room which is full of lights and cameras that belong to Tibettv.
We are in a room which is full of lights and cameras which belongs to Tibettv, which is a studio here.
Okay. We are in a room which is full of lights and camera which belong to Tibettv,
and it is a studio.
which is a
studio.
Which is a studio located in Kangchen, Kishung.
We are in a room which is full of lights and cameras which belong to Tibettv, which is a studio that is located at Kangchen, Kishong, where CTA, I should say it other way. Oh, Kangchen, Kishong in Dharamsala.
Okay, now it becomes very lengthy. Okay. Which is in Dharamsala.
Yes.
Which is in Dharamsala. Again, I have to come
Yeah.
up with the relative pronoun.
Yeah.
Okay, which is in Dharamsala. So I don't remember the.
You have to say the whole word.
Okay. We are in a studio.
In a room.
In a room which is full of
Lights
and cameras.
Which
belongs to Tibettv, which is located in Kangchen, Kishong.
In
Dharamsala. In Dharamsala. In Himachal Pradesh. Yes.
Okay, so this is how you can play such game, right? Expansion of sentences, and it's always fun, right? You need to think about words and see, this is not just fun. What you are doing is you are thinking of how you can connect the word or phrases that you are going to connect with that. So it's also kind of your mind. You need to use your mind, right? As the other student is saying his or her sentence, you need to keep planning and thinking of what I should be saying. So a lot of, you can say, logical connection you need to find. Not just that, you need to think about phrases that is kind of suitable, and then you have to connect it in an appropriate way, right? So that's always fun. So thank you so much, Gela, for taking part. And this was just to help you understand how such games can be played and how you can have fun, right? So you make mistakes. Even when we both were doing, you found, see, even as teachers, in between we are finding it hard how to connect. So this is also a very interesting game, and how you can develop or expand your sentence and using different words, pronouns, and connectors, and a lot of things, right? So I think this is the end of my session, and Gideon Thagila will carry on with his session. That would be the final session of today. But before I end up, I just want to tell all the viewers, especially the students and those teachers who might be watching our online lessons. So we are almost, you can say, we are nearing the end of the online sessions, because the next week would be the last, you can say, week for these online English classes. So Gideon Thargela and I would really welcome your questions, your queries related to all the lessons that we have covered so far, right, from June, right? I think it was June 22nd, I think, then when we started. So you can, you may have different questions. So students can ask questions related to the topics that we covered, or if you have other questions, okay, that need to be addressed, or the teachers, okay, who are watching our online sessions, you may have some questions to ask. So see, it's not that we can answer all your questions, but then we will definitely try. So what we want to tell you is, please, okay, make sure that whatever questions you have, please email us. I'll be writing my email ID, okay, the official email ID here. And so you can email, I think, before Friday, if you can email all your queries, that would be very helpful. And then maybe one of the days, right, Monday, Tuesday, I think maybe the next week, we will try to we will try to answer your questions, okay? So my email ID, you can email me at stss.englishmentor@gmail.com, okay? So this is my email ID, the official one, okay? stss.englishmentor@gmail.com. So the teachers with whom I work, right, some other teachers, the English teachers, they have this email ID. So students might not be having this email ID. So you can mail me your questions on this ID. So we will try to address your questions in our next week. Thank you.